Welcome back, I'm Glider. You're watching Glider Gaming, and we're playing Thea 2, The Shattering, on the new DLC that came out today. Oh, just gave away that I'm recording a bunch of videos the same day. Yes, I'm recording 3 videos on August 1st, because it's going to be rough to record for the next few days. So, we have some level ups to start this episode with, going up to level 7. Ooh, just giving hit points all around, love it. And then this one is going to make me particularly effective in magic combat, which is something I've struggled with in previous playthroughs, so I'm going to take that. Okay, winter is being quite rough on us, folks. We just can't catch up on the food. Even some of the wood stuff is hard to keep up on. We really need the food, so we're gonna head this route over here. We're gonna see if we can get to the coast and find fish, because fish are not harder to get in the winter. As you scour some old ruins for loot, you notice you're not the first to arrive. The other group does not see you yet, but this may change at any moment. Call upon turmoil and attack whoever stands to dare in our path. Or investigate. We're a little weakened. Physical combat would not be great right now, so we better investigate. Looks like they are scavengers, a rugged, scruffy lot, pillaging what they can from the ruins. You took the time to scout, so now you're in a better position for a tactical attack. Let's offer the deal. I like that. Probably do a little better if we take full control. 19, 9, okay. We'll do this. What can you do in this type of combat? We gave you the leeching bite. You can also use your hunter's mark and your lullaby. And energy disturb. I think we'll hold on to you. What do you do in this type of combat? Your wand. Yeah, I like that. Let's get your wand action going. Okay, so they're both ranged people. So now we know we can get her in here to kind of protect us. Now, can we drop somebody down by 2? Can we move her up by 2? That's what I want to know. So this gives a time delay of 1 and a time delay of 1. This has to hit and gives a time delay of 2. So let's use this. And we want it to go on... I really want it to go on this person here, but I don't think it will. But it will soak damage for my character. Okay. So these two characters have not used any abilities yet. So drop the time delay by 1 and also reduce their damage. So it's better than it was. And then we can use this kiddo. I'm a little hesitant to put her out because they deal pretty reasonable damage, and she does not have a reasonable amount of hit points. Oh, I thought that was our last thing. If I would have known, I could have saved. Ooh, I really feel bad for putting that kid out. Or just saved and used a second copy of somebody else. Okay. Keep getting that pop-up. It hasn't affected us negatively yet. So this is me. So now I want to protect this kid. So I'm going to start focusing on this character here. Try to take this character out and protect the kiddo. It's only 1 damage, but still. If one of these other ones mix it up and change their minds. Perfect. Kiddo is safer. And then our witch attacks, and we actually have a perfect combat. I suppose if you give us some food, we can let you search this place, or else we could trade what we found so far. We don't have that much food, so I'm going to attack them instead. Perfect outcome. We dispatched them skillfully. We are now free to continue to search the ruins. A little bit of wood and reasonable wands, but I think it's not quite as good as the one we have already. We can go west, south, or east. Let's go south. We check the south side and we get some excellent fur robes. It's too bad we only got to search one of the different sides. That's fine. Suppose we should put on the fur robes. They're quite light, so anyone can wear them. They're only good in physical challenges. Look at that. Our warrior doesn't actually have armor on. So we can give armor to the crafter, and then the crafter will actually have the ability to use the crafting item. Not that we're having the crafter craft anything, really, but... I was wondering why the craftsperson had so much armor. Okay, so we get to upgrade Leeching Bite or Flying Demon. Flying Demon gets used in 2 different types of challenges, and so does this. Right now, it's 1.1. It goes up to 1.4. It's a little slower than this. Go from 1.2. Oh, why does it reduce carry? Oh, it must have... Does it reduce... I want to read more about that. This character has a reduced personal carry limit by 50%. Well, no wonder they can only carry 100 pounds. It's okay. This goes up to 1.5, so that's 10 and 5.9. Goes to 8 and whatnot. This is 5 and 9. They're both very good. They're just good in different situations. Doesn't change the movement points or the reduced carry. So I guess let's increase the power of Leeching Bite. Since that heals, that does give it an leg up. So we found wood and monster bone. We're out of movement points. We are quickly running out of food. It just might be that in winter we want to just hunker down and not explore, if that keeps us alive longer. There's an artifact we could gather. I don't want to be ambushed by crazy scavengers. I don't want to run away. Perfect outcome. And we got lots of meat. And we can research human scoundrel. Oh, and mushrooms too. That saved our butts. There are some fish, but too far away for us to actually gather. Suppose we can make camp here. We need to heal. Now our kid is one of our best gatherers. That's funny. So, it's going to take 7 turns to gather this artifact. It's not amazing. How much longer? 9 more turns in winter. Okay. We need to gather her really bad. So even though she's got a high mysticism, she's female, she's got the mysticism, but they did not give us the chance to get a witch. But we need to gather her so very badly. And she became a gatherer. Rejoice. Let's check out our new gatherer. She now gathers at 128, so that's pretty great. And she's got a % gathering increase, which is good. She should have the highest one, though, because she's got the highest gathering. I guarantee it. She needs a weapon now. She has an incredibly high wisdom. Can we leverage that on a weapon? So that's just destiny. Just destiny. Just destiny. This character here has a wisdom destiny. So if we give this one to her, now she will have a very high 15 damage attack in social. And your strength is not terrible, so you can use that. This character's perception is actually pretty good. I'll give them a bow. And then your wand, I think, is 1.5. Yep, so that's just strictly better than the other two we have. Alright, so now we don't have to stay here quite as long, so that's great, because we need that food quite badly. Why are you trying to get wisdom? I guess it would help brute force. Intelligence is what helps your daggers. Strength and intelligence helps that. So yeah, wisdom is just not really relevant for you, man. So I'm just gonna give you more strength. The game is definitely visibly harder between normal and easy. I will not lie about that. Oh, two of our people enjoy some time together. Perhaps you are friends, perhaps more. But the ever-vigilant and slightly over-enthusiastic stork is spotted nearby, and as sure as death, a child is brought to you soon after. So Glider and the craftsperson have had Baska, and yet another female in our party. We're just the all-female group, it seems. And I think next turn we're going to take that artifact. Whenever you remove an artifact, you do reveal a new resource underneath it. So there's a dark wood resource. So now we have to pop up here and keep scouting the coast because we need fish. Very badly, we need fish. There's a Slavian village next to some elven wood and some grain. That grain will take forever to gather, so we're not probably going to stop here. We're out of movement, so we can't even interact with those villagers. A hurricane. Stay strong, folks. Okay, perfect outcome. We managed to stay in place, and the hurricane passes, leaving debris behind. We get dark wood and sandstone. There we go. We finally found some fish. We just have to clear a bee's nest first. And we won't... potentially we will run out of food. Perfect outcome. And a little bit of food. That should help a little bit. A building seems to have appeared close to your location. Perhaps it's worth looking into. Smith's Legacy. Alright. Our gatherer has leveled up and gotten the opportunity to increase their crafting skill. Awesome. Good job, gatherer. We can take perception, which affects gathering. The witch definitely needs some more mysticism. Why not? Oh, we could use a good researcher too, I suppose. Clear the nest. Wonderful. The bee's jelly will help out. You need to move, thank you. Then we're gonna set up camp and go fishing. With 129, we can actually gather fish every single turn. That'll free up some other people to very, very slowly work on that. I don't think so. We'll find better uses for our people. We're gonna stay here until winter's over, which isn't that many more turns, but still. Alright. We can do a dark wood and ruby gathering tool, which gives us level 3. We'll increase our gathering by 3.8 by a percentage of 136, or we can do a scavenger's aid, which allows our group to carry more and increases gathering and rituals. So 3.8 is very good, but I feel like you can get a pretty reasonable at 2.0 just using worse things. So maybe we'll hang on to our better stuff for something else. It's not as good. 2.2. Its weight is pretty high. It's about one of the only ways we could craft it, though. We could use diamond as well, but I feel like we could use diamond for something better. So we get wild and we get whatever else. Wild. Oh, they're both wild. Okay. I guess we'll just make a gatherer's aid. Pardon, had to sneeze there. Okay, research-wise, I would like to research one of these creature ones. We've got a bunch of them piling up on us. 4 turns, that's not bad. 6 turns. And then we could actually make some meals. So we'll have him make some meals. Level up for our new child. Wisdom, that's cool. We might be able to get a Zerka, which is a type of healer or mystic, but not really like a witch, wizard witch type thing. All right, we've exited winter. It's now spring. Increased health, sanity, and faith recovery. And our grain will harvest faster, so that's nice. Say we're gonna stay here probably until we have a few dozen days worth of food. Just so we don't have to worry about this again. I mean, if we look around, berries and vegetables are very easy to collect, but they're very far away. Okay, so we built the item I ordered. I would imagine, yeah, we've ran out of meat for grilled meat. So let's trash this. We can make grilled fish now. These two can work on that. Back in crafting. Research. Yeah, she's worse than the wind person, the wind demon. Well, I mean, your gathering's pretty cruddy, but so's yours. You can cook. Put you up there, and there, down there. Okay, every 2 turns we'll get both. So that's good. This will help out our morale too, because morale focuses on varieties of foods. I think a lot of this guy's characters. Yep, Hunter's Mark, based off perception, dive attack perception, double toss perception. So this character and the bow we gave them, so perception will be a great boon for that character.
Yummy! Well done! And here, one must have a good drink too. Now, the same way you cooked, you can also craft equipment and later buildings in your village. You can also design recipes to see how they will turn out.
Let's keep listening.
Oh, and if you make special food, you need to save for something. Or, more likely, you gather good wood or better food and you do not want it eaten or burnt. Make sure to exclude them. You will find a looking glass icon in your camp on the top left side. And don't forget to spend your research points. You can see your research tree at the top right corner. So, now that you have this sorted, I know of an abandoned house you can explore. Who knows what mysteries you will uncover there? Remember to check your inventory before you venture out.
All right, so we've done enough food cooking to satisfy his quest. That's nice. We've also finished another research, so let's head up to the... Nope, that's the wrong one. Let's go up to the Theopedia, and we can see that we researched the shack, so in future combats, we get a 15% power bonus to auto-resolve challenges versus shacks. Same with young boars. So, as you do more creature research, you just get better at defeating those creatures, which is handy. Okay, we're getting where I want to be on food. We come across a cave that has tunnels deep inside. Let's check it out. Last time we waited till nightfall, they got stronger, so we're just going to go ahead and take the fight as it is, and perfect outcome. After killing the bats, we got some enchanted leather and a little bit of meat. And then we find a 4.1 crafting boost, which is quite a lot. It's a masterwork quality. And a bunch of level ups. Our gatherer absolutely should get more gathering. Another 2 boost on gathering. Our crafter should definitely probably have intelligence, and our hunter should definitely have perception. We'll break this camp after we finish the next research, which we just did. So we've got 23 days worth of food. I feel like maybe we should stay a little longer. We'll stay 3 more turns. When they finish the final creature research, then we'll go.
Weary from your travels, you come across a small hamlet, and you are invited to rest and eat with the family. They also offer their stables as a place to camp if you need to.
That's very kind.
You get a warm meal and are invited to listen to folk tales from the old Baba. The children ask you many questions about the wider world, and you are somewhat relieved when it is time to sleep.
Okay, we got a mental blessing.
Woken by a distant tremor,
A physical blessing.
you rise from the gravel and dust that surrounds you. Mere steps away from you, a deep gash has swallowed the farmhouse that gave you refuge the night before. Dust and debris are all that remains.
I hope somebody survived.
You search the debris for other survivors. There was a family of 6. The little girl gave you her doll to keep you safe at night. There are no signs of life. In fact, you realize that it is very quiet and still here, as if time itself has halted. You look down the chasm to check for bodies, but instead of the darkness you expected, you are blinded by a ray of bright light.
This reminds me of what happened at that swamp.
The light dims, and before you stands the family. Their bodies are twisted and broken from the shattering, but they seem unhindered by it, their eyes white and focused, yet empty. Their limbs are loose, unnaturally relaxed even. At first you assume they are now unliving, but you can see blood still pumping in their veins and their hearts beating slowly. They walk away from you without a word, moving together in unnerving unison.
Okay, so there's potentially a fight here if we call out to them, so let's observe
An
them.
oppressive emanation of light and order pushes against your very being. This light seeks to stifle any magic or darkness, and the order seeks to diminish all turmoil. Your bones twist and your blood boils from the assault.
I don't want to
They
get into
continue
a level 4
to
attack
walk.
with only 1 warrior, so we are running away. Sorry, guys. Alright, this kiddo here already has 4 wisdom. Double toss is a pretty good skill. Poison throwing daggers are not. So we'll take double toss. Take a little fight here with single spider. Got a blood bone.
As you recover from yet another nasty tremor and look around in the debris for useful resources, you spot an odd-looking man sitting behind a table, surrounded by all sorts of strange contraptions, scrolls, files, and tools.
Let's talk to him.
You approach the man and he looks up at you, puzzled, then looks around for a bit and mumbles,
Damn mercs, 1 tremor and they run off. What? I mean, how can I help you?
What is he doing here in the aftermath of a tremor with equipment?
Oh, well, I'm measuring the tremors, the strength, how long they last, the frequency with which they occur, trying to pinpoint the epicenter, you see.
Why would you do that?
Like finding patient 0, I suppose. That is, a person who fell ill first, or in this case, a place perhaps. That is the thing that began the disaster, be it disease, curse, act of the gods. They all tend to have a beginning, like the burning of the cosmic tree that brought about the darkness centuries ago, yes?
Ask about the darkness and burning of the tree.
Ah, well, the not-so-reputable history of my profession. The long and the short of it is that scholars meddled with the ways of the gods, thought to rid us all of magic, bring about an age of reason. Only they didn't account for the gods having an actual world-saving job.
Let's keep listening.
The cosmic tree, you see, is the core that makes our Slavian gods divine. Its roots hold the key to the underworlds. The trunk gives connection to the mortal realms. And the crown, well, that keeps the darkness in check. The tree burnt. The age of darkness consumed us until the awakening.
The awakening?
Brave champions of the gods restored the tree and thus gave divine power back to the pantheon. Or at least that's the official line. There were rumors of other paths, tales of the tree being reborn despite those faithful failing their task, attempts to keep the dark going, all sorts. And there is talk of gods fighting, disappearing. I do not know more. It is not my area of expertise.
So if the tree is safe now, why are we having problems? Darkness isn't gone. It's still lurking in places. And now the noon light burns so bright and shakes and destroys so much.
Ah, the right question, precisely. Why indeed? The tree is saved, but it is clearly weakened again, perhaps threatened by the Shattering. Gods that once were have disappeared, and others have come to be, and all are trying to learn why this is happening. I suspected giants, of course, but I don't know.
Giants?
The giants, ah, yes. There is speculation that the two are related, but in what way I do not know. Giants did return, but they were put back to sleep, else we'd see them roaming our land still. It's not like they were stealthy about it, so some other connection must be hidden from us.
Ask why then is he investigating the tremors? Is it to do with the tree again?
No, not directly, I would imagine. But something shattered the earth, and while we survived, the shaking is getting more frequent. I fear we may yet face extinction if we do nothing.
How will he stop it himself?
Me? Oh, gods no. You will, or won't. That will be your choice once more, I suppose, as the wheel must turn. I'm merely taking measurements, looking for clues, and happy to share them.
Why does he say that about you?
I am a learned man. I just know these things.
Demand a true answer.
He goes quiet for a time, murmurs something under his breath, then replies.
I am a scholar, yes, but no stranger to the ways of fate. I see many things, and many are so confusing. Past, present, future, possibilities spilling over and over. And I saw you come to me, and I see you as you are, chosen or what have you. Not merely by your gods, for with those I squabble a lot, but by fate. Now enough of my ramblings, no?
Okay.
I'm close, but I need to take measurements from within a cave, and it seems occupied by bandits. A large cohort, uninterested in the fate of the world, you see.
Ask if he knows how to get in.
Well, the way I see it, there are a few ways to deal with it. One, try to parley with a lot. An awful idea if you ask me, but who knows? Second's obvious, but not my cup of tea. Brute force. And then there's always other ways. Like I heard the scavengers who live nearby hate the bandits. The feud amongst rabble, hey? Perhaps use that.
So you need to get rid of the bandits from the cave, or convince them to let him set up camp.
Yes, your grasp of the finer details is impressive. I should also say I tried asking them. Got myself robbed, beaten, and barely escaped with my life. Just so you know the sort you're dealing with, if you choose to help, that is.
We can help. Alright, that's our final research point we were waiting for. We can give this character more shields. Which sounds fine, because the headbutt is just okay. Alright, we're gonna break camp. We now have 30 days worth of food and 30 nights worth of wood. So his quest is main storyline quest, and those guys are really strong and will beat us up. I want to Zerka another warrior or two before we take that on. But we can learn about the Smith's legacy a bit. We come across an impressive stone-built smithy standing proudly in the middle of nowhere. You'd swear you passed by here before and did not spot it. Outside stands a young shaven dwarf. Inside you see the outline of an older, bulkier fellow, hammering away at the anvil. You also start to spot a large pile of rocks by the entrance. Let's go talk to him. Oh, visitors, splendid. I am Bodun, a mastersmith. Say, you haven't seen a couple of wee girls hiding somewhere? Or maybe doing some mischief? No? Can't say that we have. Ah, well. How'd you feel about getting hired to find them then, eh? So we're looking for dwarven girls. Not strictly, no. They're more like rusalkas. Although I always say Anya has me chin, she does. And Eva has that strong arm any smith should have. In any case, they be two human-looking lasses. But I bet ya they went to the caves, the misty swamp, with the blighted lake over there. So he had children with a rusalka? The answer to that is yes. In the first game, we find a party of orcs, and we talk some human children out of them, and we gave them to a rusalka in exchange for that rusalka dating this dwarf. So they must have gotten married and had kids. It isn't what y'all call conventional, for sure. But you know how rare dwarf wives are. Well, no you don't. Not till you've lived as long as me. In any case, yes. I married me Mariana. Well, I mean, she was tricked into it and bound by demon law at first. But then we made it work. She's past now, but our daughter is me greatest treasure, and her wee ones too. Why doesn't he look? He shows you his legs. They're partially turned to stone. Like I said, I'm not as sprightly as I look. Me and me wifey, we met back in the awakening days, long, long ago. Now I'm slowly turning back into the stone I was carved from. Nature. But I really need me grandbaby safe. I will reward you well. Okay. Lots of options there. Oh, so this is Theodore's quest. The Lightbringer quest is right there. So it's safe for us to go here.
You find Theodore's abandoned house. It is nestled amongst some trees and looks rather old.
Let's go in.
Inside, the place is surprisingly lived in and well taken care of. There is even a fireplace. You hear an old woman's voice croak at you.
Well, 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 dinner guests. How splendid. Do come and stay forever.
Oh great, he sent us to a witch.
There is no way out. The doors are gone. You will have to face this hag to escape.
Let's do magic.
You defeat the witch, and the hut changes back into an old, decrepit building.
We get some herbs.
Theodore appears.
Well done. Well done indeed. As chosen, it is your job to stay alive. You must either dominate the lands or solve the Shattering's mystery, or else all is lost. And for that, you must live. I shall be back soon to give you a final task.
He disappears.
Neat. I was hoping we could loot more than just some herbs, but you know, whatever. Okay. So I thought the dwarf mentioned 3 places his granddaughters might be, but I guess it's just 2. We'll make our way around there eventually. We're going to keep exploring the coast. Oh, a small hamlet of humans. As you approach, you see the folk downcast and wary, sulking behind closed doors. A group of armed guards stops you. Who goes there? Tell them we're traveling mean no harm. You'd best move along then. Our homes are cursed and we don't want to spread our troubles to others. Unless, are you well versed in such things? Our wise one passed 3 moons ago and we have none to guide us. Tell them yes, that we are versed in mystical matters. Ask what befalls them. We're in the path of the gods, so we could help. And if their problem is physical in nature, we are good with blades. We'll go with mystical. Thank the gods. Every 3rd night when the sun sleeps, an unliving corpse comes among us. At times it only walks and wails. It destroyed our charm, and we think it killed our wise one too. What happened before it appeared? It's hard to say. We had a bad year. Paludnica burned our farmers, so our crops were few. Probably meant farms, not farmers, I hope. Then the Mori came and brought us sickness. Many died last moon, and many were burned. Then the unliving came. Were buried. Then the unliving came. Well, there's probably more to this story, so tell me more. Well, the Mori, the Paludnica before, we blamed Agna, a girl from the village. So, we didn't give her medicine when the Mori came. It was time for her to go. We buried her proper like, head between the legs, so she stayed dead. Only she didn't. Tell them head between the legs works only during a blood moon on Strigas who are born with 2 rows of teeth. It does not work if she was not one. Ask more about the girl. We never knew if she was a he or a she, one of those. But she was ours. Old Yana birthed her, although the father was never known. But when all evils befell us, well, it is known that Superior Striga, they live among us and bring bad luck even in life, so anyone who shows signs. It's cruel, and if the girl was not Striga, she may be a vengeful spirit rather than an unliving. We should stay and observe. He nods silently, and you settle in to stay. On the 3rd night, just as he said, you spot an unliving corpse blundering blindly between houses, its body flickering from physical to spirit form, and there is no head on its shoulders. You have prepared rituals to call upon the dead. Use them to determine what the apparition wants. Got a spiritual blessing. The ritual binds the creature to your hold. It cannot speak, but you see it is lost in pain and anger. You feel it searching for places of the gods, thrashing towards you as well as their champion. But this is out of despair, not evil. You know that simply banishing the soul may not work. You must go to its gravesite. We can use our hold to destroy the creature, but it may not remain dead forever. But it can work for now. Let's go to the gravesite. The villagers lead us to the grave. They dig out the body reluctantly. You see the body laid to rest with its head severed and placed between the legs, and its hands tied with red rope. We can lay the body to rest with respect, place the head where it should be, facing west, and tie the hands. Write the name of the girl on a parchment and bury it with her too, so the spirit may find its way here. It's unclear why the Striga burial did not work. Best to drive an iron nail through the head and spread salt poppy seeds into the ground, then turn the body over on its belly, and it should not rise again, whatever it was. Let's do the respectful one. The spirit seems to calm itself, and as you continue the burial rites, the soul becomes less and less corporeal until it finally dissolves in the air. You're unsure if it's truly free, but it seems at peace for now, and the villagers are grateful for our aid. Food, coal, and a sandstone sword. And a level for the witch. You can increase the power of the Rain of Frogs again. So that says it falls on our enemies. The sub-skill does not attack the enemy hand, even if the battlefield is empty. Damages all characters on the battlefield, including friendly units, except for the caster. So there's a potential where if we get it strong enough that we might be able to just use it to like wipe the battlefield and not have to play other characters. Or we can power up our rats. I don't really know what that would do. Let's power up the rats rather than the frog again, since we've yet to use the frog, but we use the rats pretty routinely. Right, there's some more fish. Oh, walking through the forest takes up more movement. There's another artifact we could gather. I suppose we could camp and gather the artifact. These artifacts are nice when you're building or crafting something. You can research these while you're just kind of hanging out. We're gonna need a boat soon too, so we can just build a boat or have enough wood for a boat. Could craft another gathering tool. This time using diamond. 4.2 is pretty great. And then the kiddo can cook for us. We're gonna be here for a couple turns. Barely have enough food to do anything with, though. Not sure how that's 33 days worth of food, but cooked food also lasts longer.
Now that you have had a little time to get your bearings,
How about doing me and your gods a bit of a favor, eh?
Sure, let's
As
listen.
you remember, to set up your first village, you will need to find the right spot and gather materials. Or you can just choose the life of a wanderer. But either way, there will come a time when the gods ask you to do battle, to solve the Shattering's mystery.
What are we to do till then?
For now, your job is to live long enough to face those challenges. Not very glamorous, I know. But listen, there is a small village of Slavians not far from here. I ask you to seek them out and help them out of their troubles if you so wish.
What sort
A
of help?
final rest from their heresy is not out of the question, but a peaceful resolution would suit us just as well. Your choice.
Heresy?
Let us just say they do not follow the path of the gods, but have strayed into the arms of fallacy. Now, typically, our gods do not care, but the culprit was a chosen, like you. Thus, it is a case of teaching one a lesson.
Teaching them or me?
He only smiles.
Okay, so as I was saying, not that food lasts longer. Food never spoils in this game, but cooked food feeds you longer. By adding the two foods together, it's not, those two foods last for 2 meals. It's like 2.5 meals or something. So cooked food is just overall better than raw food. Alright, daytime again. That's always nice. We got the artifact, so let's break camp, and Bloodbone was hiding beneath. We're not strong enough to take on a spider's lair level 4. Come across a small hamlet. Within you find a group of worried-looking folk gathered around a crying woman. What's wrong? The woman turns to you, hesitant, then looks to the others for courage, and they nod, so she speaks. It's that useless lump of a husband of mine. He won't leave me alone. Ask her why the others will not help. Surely one man isn't that dangerous. The bugger had to hold on to grass when he pooed, so no, it's not that. He's a dead one, you see. He passed 2 weeks ago, but he keeps coming my way, climbing into my bed as if nothing happened. Oh, we're happy to kill the ghost. For a price. Kill his spirit, will ya? I say good. My husband is gone and done. This thing is no kin of mine. Be careful, though. These things can bring fellow nasties when attacked. It's why we haven't done it ourselves. The rest of the village is not in agreement. Stake out the house and attack the ghost when it appears. 2 ghosts. Perfect outcome. Wow. You slay the wayward husband ghost, and the wife throws herself in your arms. Thank you. I don't have much, but here's some food I made, warm and tasty, just what you need after fighting. Forgotten essence. This fits into bone and gem material. Oh, that's a, tier 4 material. Nice. And then just tons of different types of food. So this will give us, that's pretty good in my book. This will give us maximum morale, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. Nope, not maximum. It's gotten us up pretty high. We're into 50 to 59, so we get a bonus movement point. I feel like with all this variety we'd be up higher, but whatever. Oh, a sudden gust of wind heralds the coming of a dirt storm. Try to find shelter and set up a camp to hide, or push our way through. A permanent crafting boost for our gatherer. Oh wow. You find a good spot and set up a strong camp that withstands the storm. You also find the wind has blown some remains for you to loot. We get amber robes, some sandstone javelins, and then foods and some wood. It's awesome. And there is another artifact for us to gather. Ooh, a scavenger village. It's kind of blocking our... we can't get to the side of the island. And right outside their village, we're dropped by some crazed friends of theirs. We will fight them. An artifact. We'll see if it's better than the artifact we already have. I doubt it, though. Oh, did our loyalty change? I didn't see what changed. Maybe Slavan loyalty increased. Equipment. Somebody right here has a wooden artifact. They are equivalent in every way. Except, weight. This one weighs less. Oh yeah, and we also made gathering tools and found really good crafting tools. So this kind of a crafting tool is better for someone who has a low crafting, because that 4.1 is really great on someone with lower crafting, or you want percentage increases on people who already have a good skill in it. So you see now her crafting is 6.9 versus 15.5. And then these gathering tools can be given to someone who can carry them, I suppose. So we can give the crafting or gathering tools to this kiddo. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. We don't do that much crafting. If we do some crafting, we can always give that to somebody. Someone should probably like to wear these and get a little bit of armor. Let's give it to the gatherer. Okay. So we have plenty of food and plenty of wood, so we can gather this as quickly as we're able. 4 turns isn't bad. In the meantime, we can craft something. And noticing just how poor our armor situation is, I think we should come in here, unlock armor crafting. And let's unlock the highest tier of medium armor crafting. Each tier you go up allows you to use different materials and gives you a 15% bonus to the quality you're creating. Not quality, that's not really the word I want. The materials, their essence gets a 15% bonus. So I'll show you what that means here. So we've got medium armor. We can make it out of bone. It's not a very high essence, so that wouldn't be good, but we're kind of bound by what we have access to. We have enough obsidian, we could make the secondary material obsidian, and because we upgraded it 2-star, there's a 30% bonus to that. We're just shy on the amount of gold we'd need to use gold. Have enough wood, so we can make almost a tier 4 regular armor, which would give 34 physical shielding. We can't quite get to tier 2 for elemental armor, but it would give 15 shielding in all challenges, and increase sanity by a flat amount and a percentage amount. And some of that has to do with the fact that we used stone essence and wood essence. So let's see what happens if we use all wood essence. It doesn't get the percentage boost, but it gets a higher actual boost. So 16 or 6.2, 13.9, 15.2, 3.8. So that's like half, but this is actually higher. Pretty heavy though. But we're really kind of hamstrung on what we're able to make based on what we have with us. So let's make this elemental armor. Oof. It's gonna take a few turns. 6 turns, as opposed to the 4 to gather it. But, you know, there you have it. Seven turns. Your research is a lot higher than this one's was. 59. You're the 2 best researchers. So, okay, look, we're gonna put the warrior on it. And we're gonna give the warrior the craft bonus. Okay, so we're back down to 6 again. That's great. See if we can get this done in 6 turns. 7 turns. Okay. We can stay 7 turns to research that artifact. That's fine by me. Alright, so we're staying until we research the artifact. We're gonna have to fight some more scavengers. Got some meat out of it. And we've lost faction loyalty. They didn't give us an option to do anything else. Okay. We can upgrade the life leeching again up to 1.8, so he can deal 7 and 9. I think that's pretty good. Intelligence will make you a better crafter. Rather have wisdom, I suppose, for gathering. We'll up this kiddo's, we'll up this kiddo's intelligence. No, their wisdom. So we're trying to get this one to be a Zerka. So it's what do we want to do with this one? It's just too bad that this doesn't give a bonus to gathering, but we'll take it, I guess. Another group of scavengers. We're not making friends with scavengers, but we got a trained wild boar. Increases movement points. Another wooden artifact. No better than the ones we already have, but we're getting lots of food out of this. Oh. Something has changed, and we can see further now, and there's a boar's lair. Is anybody slowing us down here? 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7. So yeah, you're slowing us down. That will speed us up again. Alternatively, this crow would increase your perception for growing up, but it's not terribly important. We're not going for perception class. Some Lightbringers over there. There must be a Lightbringer spawn point too. Okay, so next turn we should finish the research, I think. Nope. More Bloodbone. This island is just lousy with Bloodbone. A small hamlet of humans. As we approach, we see the folk downcast and wary, skulking behind closed doors. So I think this is that same one with the spirit. Traveling and mean no harm. Yes, we're well versed in mystical matters. Yep, every third night. Okay. What happened before this happened? There's more to the story. We'll deal with the creature. You know that simply banishing the soul may not work. You must go to the gravesite. We'll try the other one. We did it this way before. The spirit wails in pain and anguish. It seems bound by chains to the burial ground, thrashing about, unable to move. Villagers will likely not have much peace here, but they should be safe, and they thank you for it. Okay. Got a shield, a bone spear, and an amber artifact. No better than the ones we already have, except it seems to give spiritual shielding. We'll have to check on that. So... hero equipment. Yeah, this one gives spiritual shielding. Do these? Mental shielding. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we ended up with a trash quality dark medium armor, so it's worse than we were told it would be. I'm strong enough to wear it, so let's give that one to me. So I'm pretty good in all types of combat. And the witch can wear some armor. You're using something similar to this. 0.9. This one would get you actual more damage. I haven't been using you for that. Really, something that deals wisdom damage would be great, but... so we'll give that back to you. Just checking here. This kid can use that. You've got enough weight limit left to carry a wooden shield, so that's good. See, these are perception based. They get first strike damage, so we'd give up some damage and some ability to choose who we attack, but we would get first strike damage with my character. So I think I'm going to try these out. And then this creature can use that bow. Except that it can't. We'll give... oh, you can't use those either. Goodness gracious. You... still no? Goodness gracious. Okay, now you can use the better bow at least. And you can have weapon block. Okay. We got our research done. Right, I can learn crafting, which I'm not terribly interested in, but I am interested in my ghost blade getting better and better. Ghost axe. You can learn showing off, which you're okay at, or you can increase your brute force. 9, 9, and 6. I suppose that sounds better than showing off. Right, let's just check here. Was there anything else we were doing? We're done crafting, there's nothing to gather. And we could stay and research more, but we don't need to. So let's move the group down this way. Oh, right into some spiders. Let's stalk the beasts and hunt them down, like the hunter we are. Alright, that's this turn. Turn 100, alright. Gonna head down here and check out this cave. Found some fur leather, some herbs, some malachite we could unlock. We find the cave where Anya and Ava may be hiding, according to their grandfather. You walk into a large underground chamber that is dark and eerie. In one corner you spot the two girls, huddling over small rocks and singing in Dwarvish. Walk up to them and say it's time to go back to their grandfather, as he is worried and sent you here. Grandpa's always treating us like little babies. Well, we ain't. We want to be proper dwarves now, but our dwarf family says we can't be dwarf wives because we can't sing the song. Well, we listened and we can. If there's one thing rusalkas can do, it's sing. So why do they want to be dwarf wives? It's our right to choose, our heritage. I don't know if we will choose it in the end, but we want to have a choice, right? Being a dwarf wife is very important also. We want to prove we can do it. And singing to these stones will achieve it? Well, yeah, I mean, we aren't supposed to tell people, but yeah, these stones are babies, and if we sing to them, they'll grow into real life ones, you know? The rocks do look abnormal, but not really like dwarf children, more like trolls, little rock trolls. Tell the girls it's time to leave now. You're not really interested in this. Bodhan said they need to get back home now. Allow them to stay. What? Oh no! Oh, let's run. I don't want a level 8 combat. You manage to escape the trolls, and the girls are in floods of tears. We're sorry. Grandpa's gonna be so mad. We'll go back to him now, we swear. Thank you for saving us. Let them go and say you'll come to check on them soon. They'd better not stray. Awesome. So last playthrough we did this one first, and they wanted to stay and be water demons, and we let them. So where you go affects what they're doing with their lives. More leathers, enchanted leathers from magic frogs, and scaled leathers from some sort of salamanders. So we didn't get them to go back last time, so this hopefully will work out better. A little pack of bees. Okay, so we need to get back up here. This, I think, is the one we want to avoid. The Lightbringers. Well, we can interact with the Slavians. What brings you to our humble abode? Some villages' activities will only be available when you are friends with its people, and some are restricted to chance, so coming back from time to time may be worth it. The village is small, as such it will not offer recruitment, and may have other limited options. Trade, leave, tavern, food stalls, rest and heal. Ask if we can help. You looking to help a fella, huh? Sure, there's always trouble. Does something need killing? Yep, we have a lot of wood. There's nothing to do here for now. There's always some trouble about the place. There's a bunch of vermin nesting nearby. We're small, only setting up. If you help us be rid of them, we'll be very thankful, to be sure. So that must be over here. Level ups. A wise warrior, huh? Rather have a strong warrior. More mysticism for our witch sounds fine. So that'll be this turn. So you found them, rascals. Come in. Ask if they've returned yet from the troll cave. Aye, the darn rascals got here not long before ya, becoming dwarf wives. If I ever heard a stupider thing, them trolls could have had them for lunch. In any case, I thank ya laddies. You saved them, and my arse. Here your reward. Thank him and leave. Ask if you'll teach them how to be dwarves without the danger. You listen to me. I made my choice centuries ago. I am banished, you see, dishonored. So I was free to have me a rusalka wife. Now I love me grandchildren, but they ain't no dwarves. They need to be done with the silliness and learn to live like the oddities we all are. That is that. Now excuse me, but I need to knock some sense into them young minds now. You take care of yourselves. Okay, that's a very nice armor, 20.6. A 2.1 weapon, that's good. Ooh, some masterwork heavy iron armor. And a crafting tool. All well and good. So let's get some golden heavy armor on our warrior. Then iron heavy armor. Which one weighed more? 149, 220. Okay, you need to wear this one. Because somebody else may be able to wear this one. And that somebody else is me and me alone. So, guess I'll wear this one. And the witch can wear this. Which frees up no one else to wear it. So we got 23 pounds, 23 pounds. So you could wear this one, but it is just the same. Weighs a little bit more, so I guess we'll free this one up. Probably going to be trying to turn her into a warrior if she can't be a Zerka. And then, strength-wise, we'd lose our first strike attack, but his attack would get a lot faster and a lot deadlier. Give him a shield 2 for protection. And now you can wear better armor. Okay. He doesn't really need to wear that anymore. He can go back to a gathering. Okay. So we can come right here. We come across a small lake, and there are 3 rusalkas dancing. Their melody is entrancing, of course. You know that if you go in any closer, you risk being drawn in by magic. We're not easily swayed by such tricks. Go in and ask if they're the girls that we are looking for. They turn to you changed. You're deaf to our song, but not to our kiss. Come play. This was potentially a very bad idea. When we did the water first and found the girls, and we went to the cave was just empty. So I didn't really think this was going to be a thing. Alright, let's play out our witch. We can get a very nice, big, powerful attack here. Okay, they're summoning some undead rats to distract us. They have true damage. I don't really want this character to take 16 damage. You don't really do much. I'll put you down there. And this will get you in behind. 15 true damage? Oh my god. Or, this is poison damage. but it's 60% bonus if you're injured. Yikes. Okay, my ghost axe is quite strong. I also do sacrificial blood. Ghost axe sounds fine to me. May just have to summon some rats to protect us. We can hit all 3 of them. Not that that's much damage, but we can do it. I thought it said 3 rusalkas. Now there's 4. So you are gonna summon the rats. Ooh, that dealt us way more damage than it normally does in a physical combat. Our rats are stronger than their rats, so that's cool. Hit point wise, I mean. Same ability to deal damage. Ouch. Goodbye, rat. Okay. No, this is the only spot I can attack. Ouch. So, yeah, that was pretty worthless. As it turns out. Okay, we can attack anyone we want for 16 damage. So... let's do you. It's like the first character we played out, and they go last? That's nuts. Oh, we didn't quite take that one out. That's too bad. Oh! That was nasty. Guess we should have taken the auto one. 'Cause this is not going well. Well, they took out a couple of our characters, so I can either take this one out, or I can super weaken one of these other 2. Let's do that one. Okay. We go again. This basically will take out their characters, so I suppose we should lead with this. Should be able to take that one out, although we're a little slower than that one. Can lullaby it down to 7.5, which is not good enough. Put Scorpion Core over here to protect... or, sorry, Scorpion Core had the same portrait last playthrough. Suppose we can slow this one down? No, we'll just hold on to the point. There's their rats. Now we're gonna make our rats. Beating ourselves up over there. Kid should be safe over there. Nothing seems to have targeted damage. That one has life linking damage though. Oh, 2 copies of the same card. That's always nice. The rats have bit it, but one of theirs is down. We have to attack that one. This is really unfortunate for 16 damage. Their rats are gone. Oof. Alright, one of theirs is gone. Now we get to choose who we attack. Well, it's the same character, so it really does not matter. Perfect. Exactly 1 damage is what we're... Well, we dealt 3. That's great. Okay, we took some hefty pummelings. The rusalkas lie dead, and judging by the age of the corpses, they were not the young girls you were searching for. We got a silver relic, which does some stuff. And a bone artifact, which is stronger than the other artifacts we currently have. And water demons like us less now. Surprising. I know, right? Not sure which one of these we want to do next. But we can attack this real quick. Actually, when people have 0 of something, you can't really attack, can you? Better set up a camp and do a ritual. So we've got perfectly enough herbs to do this. And then we can use some of this pile of meat we have. I suppose we could use mushrooms instead. So we're gonna do 2 of... we can't do 2 of these. We can only do 1. So let's set up a second ritual with mushrooms. So some wood can go there, but some wood can go there. So we can use some of our nicer wood. Okay. So we'll do 2 rituals. We're gonna make some food with meats and berries. We're gonna be here a couple of turns, but we can have these 2 characters work on that. So there's like literally nothing to gather. That's right. Yep. Can we craft anything? Right now we can only use leathers and gems and woods for this. Make another gathering tool. We're 1 elven wood short from using an elven wood gathering tool. 1 scaled leather short from backing up with that. So no, I'm not terribly interested by that. So I guess we just won't build anything. Some level ups. Did we decide if mysticism helps this character in any way? It's only perception. That one was mysticism. Perception. Okay, yeah. Destiny does help. You could gain outmaneuver, but it's not terribly useful, so take some luck. You can gain hurry up or increase brute force. Yeah, she got automatically moved over to that ritual. People are very low in faith. In fact, despite having done a ritual, people still have 0 faith. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Okay, now let's check again. Okay, now people have regained some faith, but we need to do a 3rd ritual. That was nuts. That first ritual did literally nothing. So, okay. This one doesn't qualify as the right type of wood. Ugh. Do mushrooms. I guess just regular wood. Burn through a bunch of our regular wood. Fighting demons, y'all. It's rough. Okay, now we're mostly healed up, so we'll be safe. Let's break camp and call it a video here. It's a little bit longer than I meant for, so thanks for joining us today. Hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are commenting, don't forget to say what character you'd like named after you, and we'll get that taken care of. Thanks. Bye.